Are you a performer that wants to make a strong first impression on stage? The problem is many performers struggle with having a memorable stage entrance. You know first impressions are crucial, and you want to make sure that you capture the audience's attention straight from the start, but you're not quite sure how to do it. That's where I come in. I'm here to give you tips on how to have a powerful stage entrance and leave a lasting impression on your audience. Tip number 1. Plan your entrance. I'm gonna give you a sneak tip. Normally, I don't tell nobody. I actually go to the venue a week, maybe later than that. I go to the venue before it's even remotely close to my time to actually perform at the venue, and I scope out the venue in its entirety so I can see where will be plausible for me to make my entrance toward the stage. Sometimes I start on stage, sometimes I don't. Also consider your costume, like the material, what's gonna bounce off the lights, so on and so forth. I'm gonna give you an example. Michael Jackson always wore a specific material, especially in the 80s, that looked really, really good in lights. So take in consideration your costume. Also take into consideration lighting. Lighting matters. Do not, listen to me, do not have the same regular light the whole performance, especially coming in from the entrance. If there's a strobe light, if there's a different color light, if there's a light that has some sort of action, take into consideration the light. Also, make sure that your music is cohesive with all of that. The costume and the light, it needs to all go together, because you may not just walk on stage and be like, hey everybody, welcome to you. That's so bland. I'ma clock out before it's time for you to actually clock in. Make sure all that's cohesive. You may have your music changing on a certain beat, and the beat may change the color of the light, and then the color of the light may also be incorporated with the way that your material on your outfit is bouncing off. It's a lot to, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot to take into consideration. So just make sure all of that is cohesive. You might have your music queued up to the point where it's doing a certain bam. The light may change and your song may start right then and there. So I just say all that to say this: plan your entrance. Tip number 2, be confident. They came here to see you. And even if they didn't come there to see you, they came to see you. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Confidence goes a long way. It's a difference between walking on stage with your head held down and then walking up on stage. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. It's a difference. When you walking in and it's just like your shoulders is back and you just, ooh. You know what I'm saying? You just have that aura that's like, God sent me here. Be confident. It's going to carry you a long way. Even if they don't even know what you about to, you could sit there and do poetry, for crying out loud. Your confidence in your entrance makes a difference. So make sure you are confident. Another tip, make sure you have eye contact with people, okay? And I mean, like, so here's the thing. When people come to your show, people come to a show and they want a memory. Or even if they don't want one, in some weird way, shape, or form, people come to shows and take away memories with them. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was good, bad, whatever the case may be. Like, you can go to your favorite artist show, right? And be acting like they don't even see you. But the moment they looked at you, even if it was for a split second, they're gonna remember that. So make sure you make eye contact with people. Especially people that you know specifically came to see you. Make sure you make eye contact with them. Make sure you give them a wink, a wave. You know what I'm saying? Even when you're performing and you looking directly at them and you singing the words to them, give them eye contact. But we're specifically talking about the entrance, so let me dial it back a bit. Make sure you have eye contact with people. I did it a step further. I had a listening party, and because the listening party was intimate, I actually went in and hugged every last person, even if I did not know them. I hugged every last person and thanked them for coming out. You understand what I'm saying? So I went further than just making eye contact. I made sure everyone knew that they were appreciated for spending their time with me. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, make sure you make eye contact. If not, make all the contact. And the crazy part about it is I thought I was crazy at first, but then I seen somebody else do it shortly afterwards at the same venue. So I knew I was doing something right. Here's another tip. Use props, okay? I'm gonna tell you about a performance I had. And this was a bit much. Okay, I'm gonna tell you where I got it from. So Snoop Dogg went at somebody's award show and had women on leashes. Anyway, but I saw that and was like, okay, cool. It's a grand way for me to have an entrance to this show. And people have not seen me perform, and God knows, I don't know how long. My name had changed. I cut all of my hair off, so it was like an anticipation to see what I was gonna do. So I took that idea and then turned it up a notch and also blended it with Coming to America. Every time the royal family went somewhere, rose petals were thrown at their feet. So I had 2 men cut, ripped up. I had one of them on a leash on all fours, like real alpha male gorilla style, just, you know, making his way to the stage. I had another man that was in front of him throwing rose petals at my feet. So by the time we got to the stage, everybody was already on edge, like, what the is about to go on, because they've never seen, at least in a while, an entrance such as that. So yeah, use props, whether it be that, and I'm not necessarily saying use humans. Use props like, you know, smoke, confetti, whatever. Like I said, my friends added to my performance, and then I also had rose petals. So like I said, it was a memorable entrance. It was a memorable entrance. So yeah, use props, use props. Now look at you, it's your turn. Take some time out and plan your entrance using the tips I just gave you, all right? Remember to choose music that reflects your performance. Use the lighting, make sure you make eye contact, make sure you engage with your audience, and practice it until you feel confident. Like, you know, like the back of your hand. With the right guidance and a solid plan, you're gonna kill them every time. You cannot take what I just said and wipe your ass with it. If you do that, then your performance entrance is still gonna be lackluster. But I know you're gonna do the work, and I'm gonna tell you this in advance, I am proud of you. That's it, that's all, that's the caption. I can't wait to see you do your thing. Follow me on all social media at Laüren, and make sure you go to www.theamorlaüren.com and join the community. If you got a problem with performing, follow me on all social media at Laüren, and make sure you log on to www.theamorlaüren.com and join the family. If you have a problem with performing, don't look no further. I got you. Make sure you join the community, and also make sure you book a call with me, so therefore we can get a little bit more in depth about elevating your performance. I'll see you next time.